Hi, my name is Sam, and over the past few months, I've been playing chess and really enjoying it. And in particular, I've been finding some of the chess variants to be especially interesting. So today I'll be playing my three favorite variants, which are Horde chess, anti-chess, and atomic chess. And since I'm a beginner, I'll just be playing against Stockfish 3. But hopefully it's somewhat interesting if you're curious about what variants are out there. So Horde chess is the first variant. I think the layout of this one is especially neat because one side has an entire horde of pawns, while the other side has just a standard set of pieces. So the asymmetry is kind of interesting. If you're playing with the horde, your goal is to checkmate your opponent's king. If you're playing with the standard pieces, your goal is to capture all the pawns, and so you win if all the pawns are captured. Otherwise, the rules for how the pieces move is essentially the same. If you are playing with the horde, you can move uh, forward two on your first move for the pawns in the back two rows, um, and then one move thereafter. So yeah, without further ado, um, I guess it's giving me I assigned a random order, so it looks like I'm the horde this time. I'm not the best at narrating games as I play, so apologies in advance if this is a relatively silent game. Um, One thing that can be quite tricky when playing with the horde is you want to watch out for basically holes in your horde, um, because the opponent is going to try and work their way to the back, and exploit any holes that exist, to yeah, get a piece to the back row and start eating at your pawns. Um, so I'm trying to reinforce as much as possible. Um, yeah, my pawns already feel slightly sparse to be honest, but uh, it's okay. All right, we can move two pieces, or sorry, two squares there. Yeah, I think the rook is going to try and grab this piece. I'll just add an extra defender. Right, so that obviously was not a very successful promotion. Um, but right, we have a rook. That's slightly encouraging. Okay, I think the bishop's trying to work its way to the back. Better move that pawn up. So definitely looking more promising for us now that we have a queen. Uh, yeah, and now it's just a matter of promoting, and we should be done. Okay, so that was horde chess. The next variation is anti-chess, which is essentially, as the name suggests, the inverse of chess. You're trying to lose all your pieces. Um, and while the pieces move the same way, you are obligated to capture a piece if you can. So it's a very forcing type of chess in that way. Um, and I think it's almost easiest to just show how it works by playing it. So I will challenge a computer. I actually know essentially nothing about strategies for anti-chess that are considered like the best openings or anything of that nature. Going to just try starting with a small move that seems relatively safe. Um, and then, oh, see, I'm already in trouble because I can technically take the rook, and so I have to, because captures are forced here. Oh no. And now I have to take, um, yeah. So this is not looking great for me. Um, I can at least finally sacrifice my bishop to the queen here. Um, and I'm going to move that pawn up to free a square for this bishop. Yeah, so I thought the queen was going to move here. I don't want to take the queen. Oh no, but I have to. That was silly of me. Yeah, so at this point, it would be, kind of a miracle um, if I make a comeback in this game. Um, all right, it's looking slightly more promising now. I'm going to try and force the pawn to take my rook. Mm, let's see. We can sacrifice a pawn here. Sacrifice that pawn. We have to take, but then fortunately our rook has to be taken. Okay. Um, we are now in slightly better shape. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not looking good for us again. Yeah, I think I can sacrifice my rook and then. Oh, actually, maybe it'll be forced to promote. But then, all right, this is, yeah. This is getting a little silly. Now I'm just hopping around essentially. Okay, and then it's over. I didn't think I was going to have much luck trying to just hop around until the king caught me, but had to try. All right, the last variant is typically a much faster one. It's atomic chess, and it's very explosive. So whenever there's a capture, it causes an explosion. So all the surrounding pieces except the pawns are taken in that explosion. Um, and you can't blow up your own king, I believe. And if you blow up your opponent's king, then that's the same essentially as um, a checkmate or a win. So now we'll play this. And yeah, this can be a very fast game because the explosions can take out so many pieces. Oh, I think it might already be um I think the game's actually already lost. I think they're going to take this pawn and then that will explode my king. Yep. I lost. So try a rematch just because that one was so short. Hopefully I'll make it, more than a handful of moves this time. Yeah. Oh, okay. So clearly anti or atomic chess is not my strength. But if you're interested in fast, exciting games, it might be a good variant for you. I hope this was somewhat fun, and thank you for watching and take good care. Bye.